Good morning to wherever you are. This is your Java Man, and welcome to Java Central. So today we're going to take another internet flight for coffee around the world. Today we are going to be going to Colombia, where their most well-known, of course, of anything product is coffee. The coffee plant in Colombia was first seen around 1790. However, there was this Jesuit priest named Jose Gumila who was writing things down about the different tribes there in Colombia, about the food, the medicine, and apparently the coffee. In his Orinco Illustrated, not to get confused with Sports Illustrated, in about 1730. I wonder if the coffee he was talking about was a Cervio de Estrella. Now, the first coffee crops were being sold on the eastern section of Colombia in 1835 as green coffee beans. Now, if you're not familiar with this, you know how coffee looks like little dark brownish beans? Well, before it's roasted, they are green beans, not to get confused again with the tasty dinner vegetable. Now, there was this priest, Francisco Romero, who must have been a huge coffee addict because he was very influential with spreading this crop to the northeast of the country. Now, Colombia being famous for its coffee, it's surprising that I found anyways, it didn't start really being exported outside the country until about the 19th century, going to the US, going to France, going to Germany, those kind of places. Now, fun fact I found out about a week ago, apparently Colombia has a coffee theme park. By cable car, you can get to the park, and they have everything from a coffee garden, a roller coaster of all things, food stalls based on coffee, which I'm like, well, don't just give us cups of coffee or something, or hey, give me like some of those roasted espresso beans and covered in chocolate. That'd be great. They apparently have a log flume, a Ferris wheel, bumper cars. Apparently these guys were inspired by Roller Coaster Tycoon to make a coffee theme park. Now, Colombian coffee is world renowned. However, how does it make it so amazing and great? Why couldn't we just, grow it anywhere around the world? Well, apparently the climate there is perfect for growing coffee. First off, it's about 5,000 feet above sea level. And it being in a more moist environment with the jungles and everything, this keeps the plants continuously moist and continuously growing, making it the perfect climate, the perfect temperature, and just the perfect environment for growing coffee. Now, say you're going to go to Colombia. You want to go take your adventure trek to the homeland of Colombian coffee. Well, first off, one thing you're really wanting to know is they ship out their good stuff. They want to make some serious dinero. They're going to ship out their good stuff. However, if you are still, you're trapped in Colombia for some reason, but you want a good cup of coffee, well, here are some tips for you. Now, there are a few types of coffee they like to have there. First is un tinto. Un tinto, however you want to call it. Not to get confused with red wine. Apparently that is a way to describe red wine. No. This is like your black coffee. This is a nice tall black cup of coffee. Nothing added. This is just your good old cup of joe they've got down there in Colombia. Second is the perico, which means painted. And this is where they add just a little bit of milk to it. And for all y'all who love creamer, this is your go-to, is the perico. Lastly is the carajillo. Now, if you aren't familiar with this coffee, this is a pretty popular Spanish coffee in general for all these Spanish-speaking countries. And this came over, of course, with the Spaniards. And this is a coffee mixed with a little brandy or a little rum. So if you're feeling a little iffy in the morning and you need to perk up in another form, the carajillo may not be a bad idea. Just know you might be getting a little extra oomph with your coffee. Well, we are back from our flight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to have a certain country for cafe around the world, just put it in the comments. If you have any ideas for any of my other series, hey, put in the comments below. And Let's go brew up some love for somebody.